Dr. Bshra Othman is a surgeon who recently returned from Gaza, where she served as a volunteer for a 3-week medical mission at the hospital in Deir al-Balah. She joins me now from Melbourne, Australia. Thanks so much, Doctor. Before we get to what you saw, tell me why you went, why you volunteered, and were you prepared for what you saw and experienced?
Thanks so much for having me on, Michael. In order to answer the second part of your question, I think, what helped prepare me, unfortunately, was over the last 9 months, every single day on social media, we've been watching videos of houses being bombed, of patients presenting to the emergency department with limbs falling off, surrounded by blood, and their family members wailing out for them. And certainly this probably contributed to not only a level of desensitization, but also some psychological preparation, because I knew that eventually I would want to go there and be able to try and lend some assistance. In order as to why I wanted to go, as a surgeon, but also as a doctor, I think there's a lot of moral and ethical duty to be able to try to provide aid, especially for those who need it the most. And the population of Gaza has been, under 9 months of severe famine, malnutrition, lack of medical aid and supplies, and the healthcare workers are beyond burnt out and under-resourced. And I think the ability to be able to even provide a little bit of help for them was high on my list of priorities.
Yeah, it is horrific what has gone on. I saw a report on you on Australia's ABC network, and I wanted to quote from it for people. You said, quote, "I'll never forget the smell of the blood spilled all over the floors or the walls, the screams of the mother who's yelling, the patient yelling to her child, telling her to hold on." I mean, it's hard to even read that, let alone know what it was like for you. How impactful were those sights, that experience, the sounds and the smells? What did you leave feeling about what you'd witnessed?
I think even when you're there, it seems like you're almost having a bit of an out-of-body experience, to think that you're physically on the ground, witnessing, that particular quote, that family, the mother was home with her 4 kids and a bomb hit their house. 2 of her kids were killed instantly, and the other 2 were brought with her as injuries to the emergency department. I mean, they're lying on the floor. There's chaos all around them. There's people screaming, wailing. She doesn't know whether her other kids are alive. There's blood all around them. And it's exceptionally hot. There's no air conditioning in the hospital. You're sweating, trying to be able to examine them and see whether they've got any life-threatening injuries that need immediate surgery. And it's, even till this day, the screams of patients either in pain or family members either having lost their loved ones or trying to come to grips with the fact that they're probably going to die from their injuries, that is something that will haunt me for the rest of my life.